I thought he did some really good things. Definitely wasn't perfect, which no one ever has been. That first pick, I thought just sailed on him. He was going to the right spot, but just got away from him on that first drive. Um, I thought, overall, I think if we could have done a little bit better around him, I thought he did good enough to win.
Now, you were aggressive on fourth down again. On that 4th and 4 towards the end there, how much consideration do you give to punting there more than anything?
Not much. I know our defense had just gotten a turnover. I thought it was our chance to take that game right there. And we got into a situation where I felt pretty strong about what they were going to do. Really felt good about the play call, felt good about the guys. Just ended up not getting anything, got tipped on the play, but it was unfortunate.
On the 4th and 2, where Kyle Juszczyk carried the ball, did you think it was closer, or was that the right call for that 2 yards?
No, there was a couple options on that play, and we didn't end up doing the one we prefer.
And then on the goal line in the first half, was that just you just wanted to go for it right there? I mean, did that make you feel good?
No, we were just on the 1 yard line. We had, I think we had gone about, over 90-yard drive. I thought it was important we scored right there, and we felt good about the play. Thought we would score. They ended up making a good play and keeping us out of there.
Was that a pass play?
Yeah, it was. There's lots of options on it. Yeah.
Going back to Trey, going into the game, other than bringing you a win, what was the one thing that you hoped to see from him today? Did you?
I'll see when I look on the tape, but I didn't really have just one thing. I wanted him to go out there and play like he's been doing in practice and be comfortable, run the offense, and especially in a tough environment like that, one that he hasn't ever been in before. And for the most part, I thought he did it.
You said on Friday that Jimmy's your starter. If he were 100%, he'd be playing. Do you go into the bye week now? Do you now consider what you want to do at quarterback?
No, nothing's changed. That was just one game. It was a tough loss right there, and I'm going to talk to our whole team tomorrow and think of how we can get our whole team better coming back from the bye.
Trey had, I think, 5 or 6 passes back. Was there anything you could see there? I know Watt does that a lot anyway. But
We'll watch on the tape, but they had some guys inside who did a good job getting their hands up. It was tough. They got a number of batted passes, especially in some key situations, which made it tough.
When the defense comes up with so many big stops like that, how frustrating is it that the offense can't score at the point?
No, it's real tough. I thought that was a game that, I won't take anything away from them. They ended up getting it done and winning the game. But I thought there were plenty of opportunities for us to do that, especially when we got that turnover there at the end, and that's where we had to change it. Could have been a lot closer if we executed on some of those 4th downs earlier. But I still thought overall they did enough to give us a chance, and we had that opportunity right in our hands, and we didn't get it done. That's what we got to live with.
with the holding penalty, is that part of a byproduct of having a quarterback who's going to be in the pocket maybe a little lot, not as much of a quick trigger as
I think one of them was. I think what's always tough for the guys when they're expecting a guy in the pocket and he breaks out of the pocket, sometimes it's hard to let go of the guys right away because you don't know where he is, which I didn't see any of them exactly with the holdings, but it seemed like that happened to Trent on one of them against Chandler. But there was a couple on some running plays too, and we had way too many. It's tough to win when you have all those.
What's this 3-game stretch been like for you? These are 3 good teams you played, 3 games you could have easily have won. What's the frustration level? What's your job as the head coach to keep things going in a positive direction?
We got to play better football to win those games, and we've lost 3 in a row. I think there were 3 games that we could have won. They were good teams, but to take nothing away from those guys, they ended up getting the win. But I thought we had every opportunity to win those 3 games, and that's more about us than anyone else. And with those penalties and some crucial situations, not being able to convert on some third and 4th downs, and having the turnovers, not getting enough turnovers, those things make it harder to win, and we got to find a way to do better, and I got to find a way to get us to do better. Going into this bye week, 2 and 3, still a lot of football left to play, but we got to come back and we got to play better than we have.
Along those lines, how much time during the bye week do you spend self-scouting and trying to figure out how you can do better and put the team in position to win those games?
Yeah, we always do that stuff. You spend a lot of the time doing it. I'm more into, finding out a way to get less penalties, finding out a way to execute in some of those crucial situations, and then hopefully we'll get some guys back here too.
Has not having a traditional 3rd down back hurt you guys, and part of that is when do you think Jermichael Hasty will be back?
I think he's got a chance to start practicing the Indy week when we get back. Anytime you come off a high ankle sprain, though, you have no idea how that's going to react. Anytime you're missing, when you're missing guys who you're counting on to be at certain positions, starting with Raheem, then to Hasty, that is tough. But I thought Juice has done a hell of a job stepping it up for us in that role. But that's not the role that he starts out playing throughout the year.
Speaking of Kyle, was there the thought that you guys had just put that play with Juszczyk on film not too long ago to come back with it so quickly?
Yeah, there's lots of things that go into it. It didn't work out the way we wanted to. But yes, it's there's some things that we messed up on the play, and I'll leave it at that.
Offense has really struggled in the first half of the past few weeks. What needs to improve other than execution?
That's a very broad question. You got to do better in all situations. Third down, fourth down, whatever it is. We got to score on fourth and goal from the 1, or third and goal from the 1. So there's too many things to get into that. As simple as you'd like.
You carried the ball for 16 times. Is that kind of where you would want him to be, or are there times where you would have preferred him to throw away the ball or throw the ball away?
No, I don't look at numbers like that. I'll look at those 16 and evaluate those. How many were called, how many are off schedule, and you go through each one of those plays. But you don't just look at the stat sheet after and say that's too many or too little.
Obviously, he's not sliding on most of those 16 runs, which is understandable given where those runs were. But is that sustainable for him to play like that and avoid injury?
No, you always got to protect yourself as a quarterback. Sometimes it's easier than others. I think he'll get better with that as he goes. I saw him do it a few times. Whether it's a slide or not, it's just trying to get down and not get hit by pursuit. But that stuff you never just watch a play and ignore that. You talk about all the ways he can protect himself, what the situations are, and that stuff he'll get. Thought he did a decent job today, but that's stuff I think he'll get better at with experience.
Kyle, did you guys discover something worse with Kittle in terms of his injury that led him to
Yeah, it just got a lot worse. On those, you can't really. There wasn't an exact diagnosis on it, so we were expecting it to heal. Some of the results that the guys have told us, and in the last couple of days, it got so much worse that we started to look at it a different way, and that's why we had to shut him down.
Does Jimmy Garoppolo look on track to play after the bye, or is it too soon to say?
He looked. The fact that he had a chance this week, that gives me a lot of hope coming back. I think anytime you're dealing with calves and things like that, you never know exactly how they're going to react. I think that was similar to with Kittle. I thought he was going to be all right a couple weeks ago, and now we're going on IR. So I don't want to speak too soon, but hopefully.
There was been asked on that little way, but there was a national report before the game saying it didn't matter how Trey played, Jimmy was going to be the starter. Is that accurate?
No. I feel like they'd have to talk to me or John, and I don't talk to many people. So, especially the night before a game, just my family.
If you've thrown for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, it could have been a conversation.
You guys are throwing out a lot of hypotheticals, especially to someone who made something up. So, not you, wherever you got that.
Trade some more.
How did you feel about the defense, especially post-drive 1 when they seemed to really slow cover?
Just the fact going against that offense, those players, that quarterback, holding them to 17 points, I was very proud of those guys. Especially getting that turnover there at the end. That was probably one of the most disappointing parts of the season when they got that, and what we did on the next 4 plays.
Travis Benjamin went from practice squad to having a big role early on in this game. Why the decision to kind of give him that chance?
He's doing a real good job in practice, and we thought it was important for us to get a little bit more speed out there, and that's what Travis majors on.
Was that his speed and Lance's arm? Was there
No, that was going to happen regardless.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, thanks, guys.
on today. Quiet.
What's the mood in that locker room after a third straight loss now?
Not good, obviously. Uh, just got to come back to work tomorrow, practice Tuesday, whenever practice is, and focus on the next game.
What was the message after the first drive? Because you guys seemed to shut them down for a few drives after that.
We had to settle in. First 15 plays, that's when we know Arizona like to do a lot of moving around, playing with guys' eyes, and making sure we got great communication. And they really feel like they did a great job. End up going down and scoring on the first drive, and after that we settled in.
Jimmy Miller averaging 35 points and they got 17. How frustrating is it to not win a game when you do that kind of job?
I don't really look at it. Everybody else, I look at myself, like how I feel like I could have did better. That's about it.
What could you have done better on the pass to Hopkins?
Plaster out, find a wide receiver first, similar to the one I did in Philly. Try to look back for the ball too late. I looked back for the ball, but D Hop did a great job by finding it first and going to get it, and then got a great catch radius, and that was a great play by him and Kyler.
Jimmy, did you watch Trey Lance play more than you probably would any other quarterback to see how he was doing, and then did you see the goal line collision?
Yeah, I watched him. At the end of the day, I still had to be focused on my job. It's a lot. They got a lot of talent out there on the offense side of the ball. But I feel like Trey, he settled in. Feel like he made some great throws. Banged his body up a little bit more than I like. But at the end of the day, he's a playmaker, and he's going to try to make plays.
How do you feel the communication's been like on the secondary with all the different moving pieces that they
As in today, or just
today mostly, but also you've had a lot of different people back there and a lot of different combinations that
well, we try to work through the knots in practice. I feel like it's not perfect, but that's what we practice for. And I feel like today we did a great job. I don't feel like it was many busts because Kyler, he's a pretty good quarterback, and if we would have bust too many times, I'm pretty sure he would have found it. So I feel like we had great communication. I feel like Fred led us. He's the quarterback on the defense, and I feel like he was very vocal, and me and Kwasi was too.
having lost three in a row and going into the bye week as a captain, how do you make sure the team stays focused?
Uh, I don't think you can't take anything light for granted in this league, and we also getting paid for this, so I don't think anybody should take it granted. And for me as a captain, I'm just gonna help motivate the guys and tell them we got a lot to play for because we do. It's a long season. Yes, we lost 3 games, but we also won 2 games, and you never know how how this will turn out this season. So basically, just keep our heads up and move forward.
Jimmy, do you have to mention to Trey he needs to protect himself a little bit better?
Yeah, but at the end of the day, he's young, and I feel like he did a great job. He walked out of there healthy, so that's I'm happy. So at the end of the day, he's gonna make plays, and maybe he might put his body on the line, but that just shows you how passionate he is about football. All right, thank you.
Third, fourth downs. You know, we got to capitalize, especially when you get inside the red zone. Cal had faith in us to go for it on 4th and 1. We didn't get it. I think that's, you know, something to tell of the tape right there.
What was Trey like all game long?
He was poised. He was poised. He was confident. You know, I feel like Trey gave us a chance to win.
Is there any point where you want to talk to him and tell him to protect himself a little bit more when he's running?
Nah, I mean, I think he's been playing like that for forever, you know. He was getting down in some instances. I mean, he a big dude, so sometimes it's just natural for him to drop his hat and try to get an extra yard or two.
How noisy was it, and how did he handle the crowd noise throughout the game?
Well, I mean, we was on the silent count, so, but I mean, you know, crowd noise is always a factor, so.
When you guys would come off the field on those failed 4th downs, kind of what would be the talk on the sidelines and how disappointing was it?
I mean, we try not to get down on ourselves, so it ain't like we over there just disappointed, you know. We just look at the pictures and just try to make adjustments and see where we went wrong, and you know, a lot of that stuff is for the film room.
What's the feeling right now in the locker room just in terms of, having lost 3 straight and when you
Yeah, as you can imagine, it's a pretty down feeling. We got confidence though. I mean, we could easily be sitting at 5-0 right now. Obviously, we're not 2-3, but I mean, when we go back and revisit every loss, you can find some good in that. And there was some things where we could have won the game, we just didn't take advantage of the situations.
The sequence of holding calls that went against you guys in the second half, was there any? Yeah, what was your view of those? What did you see?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, the ref seen what he seen. He threw a flag. I mean, we don't really have much debate for that. I look at it on film. Of course, you're always gonna feel like you didn't hold or it's ticky-tack call. I thought a couple of them was ticky-tack. You know, it's a game though. It's a tough, it's a tough game, and they're coming after us, and things happen. But obviously, not gonna say we agree with every call, but that's really out of our control.
When you become more like Trey, who can run like that, is there anything that you just have to be cognizant of in terms of holding, because he might break the pocket or a guy might turn a different way, anything like that?
I mean, you blocking Chandler Jones, you can't think about too much stuff. I mean, you just do your best and try to stop the rush. And if Trey gets outside the pocket, there's a reason for him getting outside the pocket. And you just try to get your hands back. Sometimes it catches you off guard, sometimes it doesn't. I mean, that's just the life we live right now.
Trent, go ahead. Obviously, Trey is a finished product like any rookie in week 5, but what do you see from him when you say, okay, he's going to be fine?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't see why there's any question of whether he will be fine or not. I thought we moved the ball up and down the field. I feel like he made some dynamic plays with his legs. He made some plays with his arm. Like I said, we got to cut down on the penalties. We got to be better in situations. But I feel like Trey is going to be fine. And nothing I've seen that makes me think otherwise.
The past few weeks, the offense has struggled to score in the first half, no matter who the quarterback is. Can you put your finger on why?
Nah, I mean, it's tough, man. The NFL is a hard game. I mean, you can't just sit here and, make an excuse for it. I mean, they get paid, they got schemes, they take certain things away. We just got to be better, and I'm not here to make excuses, Obviously, if we play better in the first half, I think the second half we can carry some momentum in, and, but this game was here for the taking the whole time. We just didn't take advantage.
I noticed that they got their hands on like 5 or 6 passes in the last week. Did you notice them doing anything different in terms of that as the game went on?
No, I mean 99 with 6'7", 6'5", 6'6". That's what makes him who he is. He can get his hands up at the line and bat the ball. I mean, so it's more than just blocking his pass rush. And he get his hands up. There's not much you can do about that. So that's what makes him dynamic, and that's what adds to his game, is that he can not only can he rush the passer, but he can obviously get his hands up and knock balls down too.
Thanks, Trent.
All right.
it's pretty frustrating. I just feel like as an offense, we just got to come out faster and just be on one accord and put more points up in the first half. It's not good to actually lose, but the energy is still there. We know these past 3 games been close, and we supposed to came out on top, but fell a little bit short. We just got to capitalize on all the opportunities that come up out there.
What did Trey Lance show you today?
He was able to go out there and do what Coach asked him to do, and as wideouts, we, went out there and made the plays that we were supposed to make, and just had all the confidence in Trey in this game, and we just fell up short.
You've been in the system for 3 years. This is his first year. Can you tell that he still has a lot to learn as far as the system, or do you think he's right there where he needs to be?
I think he's kind of right there. It's just little things that he has to capitalize on and learn as a rookie.
Kyle said he felt like you guys as a supporting group didn't maybe give him enough help today. Did you feel that way as well?
I feel like as wideouts, we left a couple plays out there that, could have been a confidence boost for him, but we kind of let him down in that area. But for us, in the huddle and stuff, we was doing everything possible to help him keep his confidence up.
How was his mood in the huddle throughout it?
Oh, he was up all game long. He was never down. He was trying to hype the team up, and we was just right there with him.
When you scored that touchdown, do you think you guys were going to come all the way back?
Every time anybody score a touchdown, it's a confidence boost for the offense and also the defense, and we just, kind of still fell up short.
All right, guys. Thanks, Debo.
How did you feel about just the overall defensive performance and kind of you guys were able to keep things close for a long time?
Yeah, I think we held tough for sure. I think we did a good job of keeping Kyler contained and not letting him beat us with his legs, and we kept it close for a while there, and obviously this thing's improved upon them.
What was the message coming out of the first touchdown drive before you started really slowing it down?
Trying to think. Don't know if I remember.
On the sack you had, did you injure yourself in that play?
It just he fell on my arm, but it's all good. Just sore.
Did it scare you at all? Did you think
No. It hurt, but it's all good.
it wasn't
Yeah.
structurally?
Yeah, it's all good.
There was a holding call when Kyler was in the end zone. Did you guys think that should have or could have been a safety?
I think, isn't that the rule?
I think so.
I'm not getting fined.
How good of a job has D'Amico Ryan done 5 games into his tenure as a DC?
I think he's done an awesome job. I think he's really done well with making adjustments at halftime, and we just got to play 4 quarters for him and get some wins.
Hey, Nick, what is the mood like in the locker room after losing 2 straight home to NFC playoff potential teams?
It's definitely not a great feeling. It's tough. I mean, all 3 losses are really close and just small things that we could have done better. But I think we're still very confident in our team, and definitely like what we saw from Trey today. He hung in there, and yeah, I mean, we're just gonna keep fighting, get the bye week, get some guys healthy, and definitely a good group of guys. So we're good.
Did you have a chance to watch him at all when he was out there?
Yeah, I did. It was fun to watch. He definitely runs the ball hard. Might need to learn how to slide.
Yeah, is there an assessment on the bench that he might need to protect himself a little bit more?
Yeah, I might need to work on his juke move a little bit too.
All right, guys. Thanks, Nick.
Thanks.
You got Fred here for you?
Just how much pressure does Kyler put on a defense? How are you able to just kind of keep, in the moment and not let him really get away from you?
Yeah, I feel like he's an outstanding player. He does a lot of great things for that offense to sustain plays and make big plays. I thought we did a good job for most of the game, trying to contain him and plastering in coverage. He made that big one at the end, and all I can say is we got to force them to try and get three. We got to be better in the red zone, not giving up points, and eliminating big plays.
Times where it feels like you're even clicking there, other times where it's a little less consistent. Is it just focus? Is it execution?
Yeah, I mean that's on us, and I look back to myself and how I can be better with communication and getting guys in the right places to do do right longer and execute at an even higher level. That's been our thing. We got to make sure we're playing all 4 quarters as consistent as possible and being on our jobs, no matter what the circumstance.
You're hearing D'Amico Ryan's voice in your helmet every play. How good of a job is he doing through 5 games as a defensive coordinator?
Outstanding. I think he's done a tremendous job preparing us every week. Putting us in positions to be successful. It's on us to execute the game plan, and that, like I said, that starts with me.
After the game last week, you emphasized the need for more takeaways. In practice, it seemed like you guys were working on stripping the ball this week. How much did that strip for Dante mean to the defense?
Oh, I mean, huge, big time play. Like you said, we've talked about it. We obviously needed it, and he had it in the biggest moment in the game. His mind was on it. He made a huge play, and we just got to keep going, keep hunting. Because we need more. If we want to be the defense that we know we're capable of, we got to keep hunting at it. And when they come, they're going to come in bunches.
But you know what defenders want to do to quarterbacks when they have shots at him. Were you at all concerned about Trey exposing himself as much as he did?
I mean, he's a tough cat. He's a real tough guy. The fact that he went out there and battled. From what I saw, obviously he had a couple plays where he took some shots, but he bounced right up. That's what I expect of him. He's a heck of a competitor.
What did you like about how he performed in his first career start training?
I'll leave that up to the guys who coach on that side, and I'm just from what I saw, I thought he did great. I thought he did a great job, and on defense we just got to get the ball back more to him because he can do special things with it.
You guys smile like you're talking about how he takes hits or has taken hits or how tough he is. Is it going to juice you guys up as a defense when you see him out there?
I mean, yeah, I think you want so much for a young guy when he's in there in his first start to be successful. Gain that confidence, and we have all the confidence in the world in him, in Trey, and I think, like I said, when you're a young guy and you're taking those shots from these big dudes, it's we're the ones on the opposite side. We know how that is. So, admirable.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. I know it's the game just ended, but how do you feel about your first start?
Defense kept us in it for sure. I mean, that offense is very explosive. make a lot of big plays, and our defense definitely gave us a shot. So we got to capitalize. I got to do better, make more plays. Obviously disappointed. Really wanted to win that game, but we're gonna keep our heads up, learn from it, learn as much as I can, get as better as I can from it, and excited for next week.
How do you feel about your personal performance?
Missed some good, some bad. Again, I got to go back and watch it for sure. Learn a lot from it.
Can you go back on that fourth goal, that fourth down play where you went running for the foul line, just how that plan folded in, just the collision and any pain you got from it?
No, I feel fine. Elijah Mitchell, I didn't think out-leveraged him right away, so knew it was going to be kind of a one-on-one situation at the goal line. At the time, I thought I was in, but obviously that's a bang-bang play. There was no really better camera angle at the time that I could see, so yeah, it's unfortunate. I gotta get in the end zone for my team for sure. That's a big one, missed opportunity.
So it's a pass play. Could you have made the decision to run quicker, or do you second guess anything?
I think I would do the same exact thing if we were in the same exact play. Obviously, make sure that I'm in the end zone. But yeah, it's a bang-bang play. Definitely, I'll go back and watch it and see, learn from it. But I'm not gonna say anything right now about it.
There's a lot of hits you took in the ice bath whirlpool.
Honestly, that goal line was really the only collision, I would say. It might look a lot worse probably than it is, but when I'm getting down and guys are kind of just falling on top of me, it's not like they can really hit me. So that was really the only situation. Guys coming from the side and everything like that really isn't hits, I guess, on your body the way it looks, especially. But yeah, I don't think I would do anything differently again.
Looks like J.J. Watt may have done more than tapped you a few times.
I'm sorry, say it again.
J.J. Watt seemed to hit you a few times. I mean, you did. To us, it looks like you took more than just that hit, but you weren't really effective.
Yeah, no, I didn't think I really took too many shots. Obviously, I'm sure I'll see how I feel tomorrow. But yeah, a lot of them were just pushing me down, like after throws and stuff like that.
What happened to the interception?
Just missed Travis. Travis was wide open. Ball just sailed on me a little bit, climbing the pocket.
You had 5 or 6 passes that were tipped and batted. I know Watt does that to everybody, but was there anything you could put your finger on and which maybe you could?
Nah, I don't really have an answer for that. They made some good plays, got their hands up, got their hands on some balls, and it's frustrating for sure. But we turn the page and move on to the next play.
Your helmet came off at one point, and you seemed like you wanted to keep going without your helmet on. Is that a wise thing to do?
I'm just trying to move the chains for sure.
Trey, what's the thing you're most proud of that you accomplished today, and what are the things that you're going to want to work on the most?
Go back and watch the tape and learn as much as I can from it for sure. Super proud of these guys defensively, offensively, how we competed, how hard these guys played, battled through a lot, some tough penalties, things like that. But we're going to learn a lot from it, and we're going to be better for it.
And just how did you feel? Did you feel comfortable out there with the playbook, with the game plan?
Yeah, felt really confident. Same thing, I said earlier in the week. Felt really confident with the game plan. Felt really confident, going in to this opportunity. And yeah, obviously, like I said, just disappointed. Really would like to get the win, but we'll be better for it.
Sorry about that. You had Travis Benjamin out there, one of your faster guys. Was the idea that his speed would kind of keep the Cardinals honest a little bit and not kind of inch up their safeties?
Yeah, that's probably more of a question for Coach Shanahan than me. That's his decision, but it's always nice to have Travis out there. We definitely missed Jawan. He's a guy that makes a lot of plays for us. But yeah, it's awesome having that speed out there. I think that threatens the defense in a different way.
All right.
Appreciate you guys.
Great. Thank you.